Good evening and welcome to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. We are here at Ashe County High School tonight. We're the Ashe County Huskies. Welcome the Avery Vikings. As always, along with me tonight is Mark Hudler. Mark, I expect to see a pretty good first game of the year here and a beautiful night for football here at Ashe County.
Oh, yeah, it's time to start it again. We love these football Friday nights. And, yeah, I expect a pretty good ball game. Of course, last year up in Avery County, it was a shootout with the Vikings coming out on top. And, of course, some things have changed for Avery as far as coaching situation goes. All I can tell you is I watched them on film in their scrimmage, and they're pretty daggone good. So we better come out and ready to play tonight.
We get going tonight with our Ashe County Black Points to know. The first point tonight is the first game jitters and mistakes, Mark, and that was one of the things that kind of bit us last year. First game's notorious for giving up the big plays, and last year, right before the half, Ashe County give up the touchdown, and then to start the second half, Avery ran the opening kickoff back.
Yeah, of course, we talked about it then. I think that was the difference in the game. That was a turning point in the football game, and yeah, we got to come out and limit our mistakes. Of course, you know, you're going to say that all year, but last year that was one thing that hurt the Huskies. It seemed like they would, you know, have a mistake here or there and get them off track. So, yeah, definitely. And, of course, Avery's saying the same thing. But I guess, you know, first, like you said, first game jitters, there's going to be a few more mistakes than normal. Hopefully not. That may be the team that comes out on top.
Yeah, and you alluded to it there for a minute. The thing that really hurt the Huskies last year is those pre-snap penalties on those important drives. It seems like that was just our Achilles heel for a big part.
It sure was. We'd be chugging it down the field, and then, like you say, we'd have a pre-snap penalty or something and get us off track, and it just seemed like it really did hurt us. But, you know, maybe, you know, we do have a veteran team this year, so maybe, you know, that won't be the case.
Next black points to know is defense. Last year, as the season went along, the Huskies' defense vastly improved. You know, we started out, you know, kind of rough to start the year, but as the year went on, you know, we were not giving up the big points like we did, and that's just a trend we hope to see continue this year.
Absolutely, of course, yeah, no doubt about it. Then, especially when we got into conference play last year, and like you said, them last 3 or 4 ball games, this defensive team, give them some credit. They played lights out. You know, so far in a couple of the scrimmages, they've done some good things. Of course, you know, scrimmages, you do good things and you do bad things, and hopefully you clean some stuff up. So, but yeah, that defense, I really look for them to continue to play well.
Yeah, I do as well. And the defense tonight will have to see an offense that's much like one they see every day in practice. So, you know, that's got to help a little bit.
Yeah, we got 2 air raid teams out here tonight, but now just watching Avery on film, of course, with a very talented quarterback, they're going to run a little more zone read out of theirs and run that quarterback some. And I tell you what, we're going to have our hands full. If we let the kid get outside, we don't have a whole lot of speed on the backside. So we got to keep him inside and tackle him. He is a real good player. Not only him, they got some running backs and a couple wide receivers that look real good. So we're going to have our hands full.
And our final black points to know is turnovers and special teams. And this early in the season, you see it all the time. Special teams seems like there's always somebody has a big play on special teams.
Oh, yeah, it could be a very big key in the game. Like you say, it's early season. You got to expect your offense to, you know, putter a little bit here trying to get in the rhythm, but the special teams, you know, you come out and you get a big punt return or a kick return or something like that can really mean the difference. So, yeah, special teams will probably be a big key, and like you said, turnovers as usual.
Yeah, one thing on the turnover end, you know, we obviously want to cut down on our turnovers from last year, but one thing I think we need to do this year is create some turnovers. In the last couple of years, we haven't created a lot of turnovers, and I think that's something, you know, we need to start. The defense has got some young sophomores that like to swarm to the football, so maybe this year we'll see some turnovers created.
Yep, we hope so, and like you say, we got 4 sophomores in there, or 2 sophomores in there playing key positions at the linebacker position. They're very capable. But, of course, you got to expect they're going to go through a few growing pains. They're going to get themselves out of position a little bit. But one thing about them 2 kids, and I coached them in middle school, you don't mind a mistake too bad because they usually make that mistake going 100 miles an hour. So, I mean, you know, but that's going to definitely be a key.
That brings us to our Dr. Pepper players to watch, and the first one, Mark, for Ashe County, you know pretty good. That is our quarterback, Luke Hudler. Last year, Luke threw for 307 yards with 24 touchdowns. That's an average of 250 yards per game. He's got some definitely some wide receivers that are very talented. He is losing Grant Thompson from last year, kind of his go-to guy, but I think the guys are going to fill in and are going to play real big this year.
Yeah, I mean, the whole receiving corps coming back. So, I mean, they know what's going on. And, yeah, Luke did have a good year last year, and I think he's definitely a key. He needs to get in the rhythm. One thing Mr. Luke needs to do is, of course, and when you talk to the coaches out here, they always mention his 24 touchdown passes, but he also threw 19 interceptions last year, so he's got to cut that down.
I had it wrote down, but I wasn't going to say it.
As a senior, hopefully he will do that. But, I mean, he's still, he's got to try to make plays. And I'm going to tell you what, from just being around practice and stuff a little bit, these Huskies may try to run this football a little more this year. They got a big sophomore running back that's a very good runner, and, of course, a senior that'll back him up some, and they have really worked in the offseason. Of course, they're still going to throw the football, but they've worked in the offseason on maybe getting this running game going a little bit more because, that also helps the defense some because, sometimes last year we'd score awful quick and that defense just had to come off the field and they didn't get a chance to rest. And the big thing is we just need good balance.
And for the Vikings, their player, Dr. Pepper player to watch is Sam McCollum. Last year, Sam rushed for 146 yards on 19 carries for 3 touchdowns. But this year, he moves to quarterback. And although the Vikings will look to throw the ball around, you got to watch for him taking off.
Oh, yeah. Of course, it was the McCullen brothers last year. His brother was the quarterback last year and graduated, and he was a tailback. If I'm not mistaken, he rushed for 44 yards as a tailback last year. So he's a very talented kid, and yes, he will. They do watching film that a little different than what we do as an air raid when they throw. They like to roll him out and get him out there, and in my opinion, if he sees a lot of green grass in front of him, they've told him to take off. So, yeah, we're going to have our hands full with him.
One thing the Huskies will depend on this year is the very experienced offensive line. They return a lot of players on the offensive line. I think the only one that is new on the offensive line is the center, Colby Baldwin Jr.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, as far as that goes, we're returning 16 seniors off a team that did improve as the year went on last year. So hopefully they'll take some of that momentum they had at the end of this year and get off to a good start here tonight. Of course, this little bunch has played together for years, and Coach Hampton's talked about it in the paper. They get along, so maybe that'll mean something. They really do. I mean, you got some teams that they get along on the field, but these kids get along off the field and on the field. So hopefully them 16 seniors will mean a whole lot, and I'm looking forward to it getting started.
Me too. And one thing we talked about just a little bit earlier is Avery does have a new head coach this year. Head coach is Mac Bryan. And, Mark, you read a little bit about his credentials earlier in the week.
Oh, yeah. He's got very, very good credentials. And like I say, watching them on film, they're well coached. I mean, I know I just watched one scrimmage, but you can tell they're disciplined and they're well coached. So we're going to have a battle out here tonight. And I'm not looking for a coaching change to be, a downfall for them because he is a very good football coach.
Ashe County has won the toss and elects to receive. As always, Campton likes to have the football first. So we'll get a first look at that Huskies offense to start the game here. Beautiful night here in West Jefferson. Ashe County versus Avery Vikings. I'm excited for football Friday night. Mark, you couldn't ask for better weather. It looked like it was going to rain earlier, and the winds kind of died down. I think it's just perfect conditions for football Friday night. Oh,
it's just beautiful. And I'd say the poor people out in Glendale and Laurel Springs and some places, they definitely got some rain earlier, I'm sure. But, yeah, not much rain here at Ashe County Stadium here in West Jefferson tonight. And like you said, field looks good, the air is good, and it's time to play some football.
And here comes the Huskies running onto the field for the first time here in the 2018 season. Avery gets ready to kick the ball off. Number 12, Jesse Jones, looks like he's going to kick off for the Vikings, as they already have their kick team out there and ready to go. Mark, it's hard to believe this is our third year here with Sky Zone.
Yes, it's been a blast, and I'm looking for another blast this year. One thing I will note here is one thing I did like that I saw in the Avery County scrimmages. They actually done kickoffs and punt returns, and I know this Ashe County team hadn't done that yet. So like you say, that could be a key right here. First, special teams play right here starting the game.
Back deep for the Huskies will be number 22, Bowen Krause, and number 1, Austin Poe.
44, Peters.
And number 44, Timothy Peterson. Peterson and Poe are some of the sophomores we talked about. Kraus did some return action last year, and the football is up and in the air. It's going to be a short kick, taken in about the 25 up to the 30, and he's going to be brought down right at the 30. So here comes this Husky offense for the first time here in the 2018 season.
Yeah, short kick there by Thing, and of course senior, steady as he can be, just picked it up and got what he could get right there. So we're going to start in good field position.
Hudler, as always, will start in the gun with Peterson to his left side. 3 wide receivers to this side. They motion a man. And handoff is to Peterson across the right side. He fights for maybe a yard or 2.
Right there, come out, with a little counter play right there. And there's shows some youth right there from the running back. He had the hole in the middle, and he tried to bounce it outside, but he'll learn, and he'll get better at that. But he picked up about 3 yards, so...
Mark, expect the pace of tonight's game to be quick as Hudler's already back under the gun, hands it off to Peterson right up the middle. He's met by 2 or 3 Avery Vikings, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards again on the play.
And right there, that's got to be a busted block because the linebacker on zone 20 was free. It's a double-team block right there, but your center's got to get off and get the linebacker. So we just missed the block right there, but big third down play early in the game.
3rd and 6, Hudler in the gun. Looks to throw. He's got pressure up the middle. He loses the pressure. Escapes out. He's still on his feet. He gets it to Peterson. Peterson's going to get the first down and more. He's down the sideline. 40, 30, cuts back, and will be tackled about the 22-yard line. Nice job by Luke Hudler scrambling to create the time and finding his running back in the flat.
Yeah, that was Houdini act right there. Good job by him getting away and just kept running around and found Peterson out there wide open. And he caught it and got up the field pretty good. So big third down pickup right there. How far was that?
See number 31, Dylan Hutchinson checking in for the Huskies. Hudler hands it off to Peterson up the middle. He's got a seam. He's following blockers, and he tiptoes his way down to about the 15-yard line.
Hey, there we go again. Nice 7-yard pickup on first down, running this football. And like we said, the only thing is Peterson's got to get his hands off his knees. But they're a little more tired because they're jacked up right now. But we got to be smart right here. Just keep moving the ball and get it in here if we can.
Hudler in the gun, 2nd and 4, hands it off to Peterson up the middle once again. He's going to the goal line, and it is touchdown Huskies. Timothy Peterson on his first touchdown as a varsity football player here at Ashe County.
There you go. Of course, I talked about it earlier, and I wasn't quite sure if I believed them, but they come out and they run the football this first series. I mean, of course, scored in 5 plays with a big third down play, but in the last several years, it's been a long time when we've seen them run 5 plays and only throw it 1 time.
Yeah, the only pass play was the scramble by Hudler, who found Peterson for the big gain. And the extra point by Peterson is up, and it is good. And we'll take another look at that Timothy Peterson touchdown run here on our K&K Stitch and Screen Instant Replay.
Okay, your good start here for the Huskies on their opening drive. Your Ashe County Ford drive summary of the game. It took 5 plays. They went about 70 yards, and it ended up in a 15-yard touchdown run by sophomore Timothy Peterson. And Peterson also added the extra point.
So it's good for this Husky offense just to get out, get those first points on the board. It seems like a lot of times last year, first quarter sometimes, the first and third quarter were our Achilles heel. So it's good to see them get out and just get some early points, take some pressure off.
I mean, that's a big drive to open the season. Of course, you want to continue the momentum you started last year a little bit. That's just a huge drive, I think, because, well, I ain't afraid to say it. I talk to my son every night. I talk to a lot of these kids. They wanted to get off to a good start, so that's an excellent start. A lot of ball game to go, but just an excellent start. We'll see how this defense plays.
And Peterson will kick off for the Huskies. Ball's up tipped in the air. Kick toward the sideline. Going to be taken at about the 20-yard line, up to the 25, and will be tackled about the 26-yard line. Good job of the kick coverage by the Huskies. That was number 6, Tyree Jackson, who is explosive. You can't let him get outside.
No, sir. I've watched him in film this week. He's a good runner, good player. Good coverage there on your first kick of the year. Nice high kick in the corner. Coverage team got down there pretty quick and made a good tackle.
So we'll see this new Avery offense come out for the first time as Sam McCullum is at quarterback for the Vikings.
Come on, Dave.
He's in the gun, looks, he's going to roll right, he's going to throw right. He's got Jackson open in the flat, and he is met by 3 or 4 Huskies, but not until after a 5, maybe 6-yard pickup.
Good pursuit to the football right there. Like we talked about right there, something a little different. They're going to roll him out there. Nice, safe, easy pass to start the game. Nice pickup of 5 yards or about 4 yards right there. So it's 2nd and 4, but that's a pretty good job by the Husky defense rallying and making a good tackle.
Will be 2nd 4, 9:32 to go here in the first quarter. Huskies lead 7-0. High snap over McCullum's head, and he's going to have to fall on a big loss for the Vikings.
Talked earlier a little, first game jitters, and everybody's got to work it out here in the first quarter. But right here, Mr. Farmer, and I think you will agree with me, this was Ashe County's Achilles heel last year. We would get people behind the chains. I mean, we're looking at 3rd and forever. And it just seemed like we always give up the big plays. So let's see if this team can get off the field right here.
Yeah, we're looking at about 3rd and 20, maybe a little more. 8:55 to go. Another high snap. That may go into the end zone, and
it's still
loose. It's a safety by Ashe County, so 2 bad snaps by Avery.
2 huge mistakes by Avery there on the snaps, but that is very important. I'm sure it's first game jitters, but hey, let's talk about this defense. Although they did get a break on 2 plays, they were there, and they were there to make the play right there, so just a great start for this team.
So we'll make it 9-0 with 8:48 to go here in the first quarter. As now Avery will get ready to kick off once again.
And I hate to say this right here because it's way too early in the game, but this is a big drive. If we can come out here and stick some more on right here and just do what we keep doing what we're doing, I mean, it's extremely early, but this team is excited. They're excited. They've been excited all summer, and maybe it'll just keep carrying on because should get good field position here if we handle the ball like we should and get a pretty good return.
Yeah, once you get Uncle Mo on your side, you want to keep him there. As Kraus, Poe, and Peterson back once again with LaCroix in the middle. As Avery will kick it off. And it's a short kick going to be taken by Kraus, and now it's going to be picked up by Poe at about the 20. Makes one guy miss up to the 25, up to the 40. He's got a seam. He's up to the 50 and finally tackled about the 46-yard line. Good return by Austin Poe.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. In one of the articles I read, they put for newcomer to watch this year for Ashe County is Austin Poe, and you got a touch of it right there. We didn't handle the kick real well, sort of drove back, but he turned around and he come upfield and he got upfield, and I mean, he was one tackle from going the distance.
Yeah, I've talked to several of the Ashe County coaches, and they say he's just one of them playmakers. As Hudler's in the gun, looks to throw on first down. He's looking down the field. He's got Poe, and no flag. He was all over him. Looked like to be a hold there. Austin Poe had a step, and looked like Jackson may have got away with a hold.
I definitely think he did because he got his hand on his waist and he turned him a little bit. But, I mean, hey, it's early for the officials, too. You just got to wipe that play away and let's move to the next one. But I think we would have scored right there.
2nd and 10, 8:37 to go. Huskies still lead 9-0. And handoff up the middle to Peterson. He's going to get maybe 2-3 yards on the play.
Good run there by Peterson. Pick up a 3 right there. But, like that play right there, that's one of those plays like last year. I'm not going to harp on it, but it looked like he got there a little early, and that's just something we need to overcome. Let's see if we can pick up a big 3rd down right here.
3rd and 7 for the Huskies. Hudler looks to throw, scrambles, gets away, gets it to Poe right about the sticks.
It's going to be close.
It's not Poe, that's Branson Shepard. It's Kai Christopherson on the catch. Bring up 4th and short. We'll see what Ashe County wants to do here. And Huskies going to go for it on 4th and short.
It's not even a yard. I don't I guess they can tell they're closer than we are, but I'd about want a measurement.
And look for the run right up the middle of Peterson. He gets the 1st down and more. Still on his feet. He's going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Good job of that Huskies offensive line.
Hey, we got, 4 seniors and 1 junior, and the junior is as good as them seniors. Mr. Baldwin at center fits right in with them. He works hard at it. He's a good player. So, and, of course, the coaches talked about it all year. They're going to rely on this senior line and, of course, the senior couple of specialty players, but then you got Big Peterson there. Just a great run by him.
Hudler in the gun, 1st and 10, 7:17 to go here in the first quarter. Ball on the 30-yard line. Hudler looks to throw. He's got to be a flag and a flag as he tried to get it to Cold Iron, and Cold Iron was bumped. And that will be a pass interference against Avery.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good play there, man. And like I said earlier, hey, I've been out there before in them stripes. That first one, he probably thought, man, I got a flag, and it wouldn't tell him to throw it. But he didn't miss that one because there was definitely contact. Basically, Luke sort of threw the ball a little short right there, and when he stopped to try to get it, there was just contact. Good play there. It was all run and goes, and we had another shot at it. So we're going to get a 1st down right here with the penalty. And, of course, we talked earlier, Avery's hurting herself right now with the 2 bad snaps and a penalty here. But, we just got to take advantage of this and keep chugging.
See Peterson get a much-deserved break as LaCroix comes in. And, Mark, we talked about it all last year. LaCroix is just as steady as they come. And the handoff will be to LaCroix up the middle, and a flag. Looks like a false start against the Huskies.
Yeah, and I thought they was sort of going to let that go, but it looked like we did move. They killed it a little late, but that's okay. But Mr. Farmer, and I hate to keep saying it, but there we go. We get a play, and now we're behind the chains. Let's just see, maybe with the experience and a lot of seniors, maybe we can overcome that mistake right there.
Well, the one thing we can say is these guys have definitely been in this situation before. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Huskies as Luke looks to throw. He's got Worley wide open. He's up to the 15, and he's going to get down to about the 11-yard line. He's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job just, getting some of that back right there. Actually, we got inside the chains a little bit, so that makes it about 2nd and 7, looks like, from here. So just a nice little outplay. Worley done a good job making the first guy miss to pick up a few more yards.
2nd and 7, ball on the 11-yard line. And it's a run up the middle by Peterson, and he's down to maybe the 1-yard line. And once he gets ahead of steam, Mark, he's just a load.
And I tell you what, that offensive line, yeah, he's a load. He gets ahead of steam, but that offensive line is opening up some holes. And that was some pretty good ball work right there from Luke or whatever, because when he come out, I thought he still had it and was throwing that screen pass, so maybe they did too. But just a great job by the offensive line.
1st and goal for the Huskies, ball on the 1-yard line. And hand off to Peterson. Oh, he's met hard in the hole. He's still on his feet, and he would be brought down. Good goal line stand by the Vikings.
Yeah, just they sort of stuffed that up there, but, we're 2nd and goal from the 2, so let's see what we do here. That's a good play. Let's see if we can stick it in there right there. Yeah, I'm a little more old school, I'm going to look for slants over here now maybe. I don't know. I might give it to him one more time and see what happens.
It's LaCroix in the backfield now for the Huskies. And it's counter. Luke's going to keep it. He's got the corner of the end zone, and he will score. Luke Hudler in the end zone with a Husky touchdown. Little zone read action there from the Huskies.
Yeah, and that's something they don't do a whole lot of, the zone read action. Very good play call, because I know that they've studied film, and of course they played against this team last year with Luke at quarterback. Luke don't run the ball a whole lot. Give him a little credit right there. He stuck his nose in there and got it in from the 2-yard line.
Peterson on once again for the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. So 16-0 Ashe County here with a 5:40 to go in the first quarter. We'll take another look at the Luke Hudler touchdown on our K&K Stitch and Screen instant replay.
Okay, another good drive there by the Huskies. Of course, your Ashe County Ford drive summary, it took 10 plays. We won about 60 yards, and it ended in a 2-yard touchdown run by Luke Hudler. And Timothy Peterson added the extra point. So your score now with 5:40 left in the first quarter is Ashe County 16, Avery County nothing. And now we get here ready for another kickoff. Of course, we need to come out here and cover this kick. Like you said earlier, we got momentum on our side, and we just really don't want to give this team any momentum. So, and there's a ton of ball game left in this. Said it before, great start, but that's it. It's just a great start. So let's see what happens here. The next defensive set for the defense here from the Huskies.
Peterson ready to kick this one off. And it's angled once again toward, and it's like we're going to fair catch at about the 28-yard line. So the Vikings offense will take over from the 28. Mark, we'll look at our Sky Zone HD scoreboard, and the only other score that we have is T.C. Roberson scored early against Watauga 7-0.
Yeah, that was a whale of ball game in Boone last year. I think it was like a 35-34 game with Watauga pulling it out. So I think that'll really be a barn burner.
So it is 1st and 10, ball on the 28 for the Vikings. McCullum in the shotgun. And hands off up the middle and met by number 32. Ryan Blevins in the hole.
We talked in the pregame, and right there is a prime example. You got two sophomore middle linebackers in there that are going to make some mistakes, but like right there, son, he filled that hole, and they ain't neither one of them afraid to hit. So just a good play right there. Avery had a pretty good hole. He just done his job and filled it up and made a real good tackle.
That was number 21, Lucas Andrews, on the carry for the Vikings. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. McCullum looks to throw. He's going to roll right, and he's going to take off. And maybe I'm blocking the back right there, but looks like I got away with it. McCullum on a big run around the right side, and you just seen it there, Mark. He is elusive.
Well, and that's the key to the whole night, in my opinion. You can't let him get outside. He's just very athletic. Thought Harmon was going to have a chance for him there. We done a pretty good job rallying him and not let him, pick up the first down. So we got 3rd and 4 here, big play. Let's see. I'm sure it's going to be something with McCullum, I would think. So let's see if we can force a punt right here.
3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Cullum looks to throw, drops straight back, look for the screen action, and is incomplete. You can see him set that screen up from the beginning.
It was there. I mean, it was at least there enough probably to get the first down, little tunnel screen action, and the Avery receiver just did not catch the football.
So to bring up 4th down. For the Vikings. 4th and 4 with 4:51 to go here. Looks like the Vikings will punt. Back to receive the punt is number 1, Austin Poe. And the punt is away. It's going to be a short punt. I just want to get away from that one.
Get away from it, folks.
Let it roll down. And flag.
He's going to flag the coach. Come on, man. You shouldn't even pay no attention to the coach.
And it looks like Hampton's having a very candid conversation with the official.
I don't know. Let's see what they do right here. Maybe
a sideline warning, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's going to pick it up. I don't know. It looked like that when he threw it, it looked like that maybe Coach Hampton got in his way coming down the field. But I don't know. They're talking about it now. So I don't know. This is very confusing because he picked the flag up, and then I don't know if it would have been a spot foul. You need that flag to come back to, but it is definitely something against the Huskies. So we got.
And they're marking it all personal foul.
Are you kidding me?
There's a sideline warning.
Yeah, well, it's personal. Evidently, he had to run into the guy for him to call sideline interference. So, and you can't be in the box. Of course, Coach Hampton wants an explanation here. And, you know, it's early in the year and you're a little excited. Of course, whatever. Big penalty right there. But, of course, I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't know.
As they talk about it here in the timeout. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. I think the officials called the timeout. It's 4:38 to go here in the first. Ashe leading 16-0.
I can figure that one.
I think the officials called it out.
I mean, when he threw it, as soon as he threw it, Hampton went that way, so he must have run into Hampton.
And we'll take another look at the scoreboard. Still the only score is TC Roberson 7, Watauga 0.
They get excited, though. Oh, yeah, I mean, I've done it from 10. I'd probably.
So we're back in action here. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Ashe County leading 16-0. Huskies have the ball 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Big flip-flop of field position there, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty big penalty. So the worst field position of the night. So we'll see here if the Huskies can go on a long and standing drive. And we see Timothy Peterson again with the. And hey, the way that Ashe County line's opening up holes, let's run it. We'll take 5 yards in a cloud of dust all night long.
2nd and 5 now for the Huskies. Ball on the 18-yard line. Hudler in the gun. Looks to throw, throws it out quick to Cold Iron, goes through his hands. So bring up 3rd and 5 for the Huskies.
Yeah, and well, nothing against the punter, but I really don't want to see the Ashe County punter tonight. So another big third. We've picked up a couple of third down here's on our first couple of drives, so another big third down play right here, 3rd and 5. We'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, Mark, I'm with you. If we went a long time during the season, didn't even know who the punter was for Ashe County, I'd be okay with it. Hudler in the gun, looks to throw on 3rd down, and he gets it out to, looks like to Kai Christopherson, and he's going to be right at the chains.
Good spot.
And it will be a Husky 1st down.
And that is good enough for an Ashe County 1st down.
Good job right there by the offensive line, giving him time, just a little slant route, and we picked up the 1st down. Keep the chains moving, keep that clock running. Let's see if we can go down and tack some more points on it.
1st and 10 ball on the 25-yard line. We do have a whistle. Looks like equipment malfunction.
Yeah, a little equipment malfunction over there. Going to have to get somebody in. And
that's number 9, Cole Singleton, linebacker, 5'11", 195 senior for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Hudler looks to throw and is batted down and may be intercepted. And it was intercepted off the batted pass. That's just an athletic play there by Avery.
Yep, just a very good play right there. Just something we was trying to get out there quick. I guess he read Luke's eyes there, and he jumped up and batted it down and caught it. Luckily, Luke made a tackle, so let's see if that defense can bow up right here. But there's your first mistake from Ashe County tonight.
So the Huskies leading 16-0. They had their first turnover with 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. McCullum in the gun. And handoff up the middle, number 21. That is Lucas Andrews.
Yeah, pretty good job there by the Avery line. They're opening up a hole. Picked up about 4 yards. Good ball pursuit by Ashe, but we really need to bow our neck here and try to keep them out of this end zone if we can.
2nd and 7 for the Vikings. McCullum is going to hand it off up the middle once again.
Yep, a good job right there. Now, they've run that play this time, so you might want to make sure you're very aware of McCullum here. They might fake that thing and take it around the end. Of course, they got 3rd and 7 right here, but this is definitely 2 down territory. So, unless they've got a kicker. So we're going to have to hold them here 2 more downs. Now he's got McCullum out slot, so they're probably going to try to get him the ball.
Oh, and a pass by McCullum is incomplete. We're going to have a big 4th down.
Am I wrong?
These 2.
Okay.
And, it's the first game of the year for us as well, Mark.
Oh, yeah. Hey, big, huge play right here early in the game. 4th and 7 for the first down, and they probably got, about 12 or 13 for a touchdown. But I'm telling you what, if this defense right here can hold them out here, that's just like we said, they've really improved.
4th down, McCullum in the gun. Going to change the play from the sideline. Got Andrews to his right. Takes the snap, and he throws across the middle, and it is caught. And it by number 16, and it's going to be close.
That's a first down.
Definitely a first down. He got down to about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, good play there by Avery. Just again, Avery giving the quarterback good time to throw it, and he come free. And good tackle by Ashe, not to let him get in the end zone, but just a very good play on the pickup first down.
Number 16, Jonas Bowman for the Vikings. Avery knocking on the door. McCullum turns around and he hands it in him. Tackle in the backfield by number 32. Gabe Bear. No, Ryan Blevins.
Okay, Ryan Blevins with another big play there again. Looked like we blitzed the run right there, and it worked. Good job right there, backing them up 2 or 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about looks like about the 5-6 yard line.
McCullum hands it off once again. And another good job by that Ashe County offense. That was LaCroix coming in.
That was LaCroix holding the edge. And also, I'm going to give some kudos to Ryan Blevins again because he come from the backside. But LaCroix was in on the tackle also, but he done a great job of keeping his position on the line of scrimmage on the edge and not letting them get to the outside. Just an excellent play right there by the whole defensive staff.
So now it's 3rd and 10. It was 1st and goal from the 1. Now it's 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. McCullum looks to throw, throws it out to the flat, and it's 21 to Andrews, and he is tackled out of bounds. And man, it is close. About to the 3-yard lines. It's going to be 4th and goal here for the Vikings, Mark.
Yeah, just this defense is killing it right now. 4th and goal from the 3, and I'm going to tell you what, I thought he was going. So we had good pursuit to get over there and a good tackle and get him out. Let's see what they can do right here.
4th and goal, McCullum in the gun. He looks to throw. He throws, and it is touchdown Vikings.
Just a nice quick out throw there, and Vikings got it in there. But you got to give that Husky defense some pretty good credit. They had to work for that, and offense put them in a bad spot. Of course, we started off with the daggone penalty, so that got us in bad field position. And, of course, the interception got us in work, give them the ball in good field position. So, a couple of mistakes there by Ashe County right there with the penalty and the interception leads to their score. So, like we said earlier, mistakes early in early season games can be big. So, Avery scored here. Now it looks like they're going to try to kick the extra point. And I said it when we started, it was just a good start for the Huskies, and it's still a good start, but it's a lot of ball game to go.
Number 12, Jones on for the PAT. And that's a nice kick, and it is through. So that brings the score 16-7 with 1:09 to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, it was just a bad series of events there for the Huskies. The penalty on Hampton, and then the interception off a batted down pass. I mean, it was just, it seems like especially in these early season games, one mistake just leads right to another.
And hopefully, I've said it earlier, with an experienced football team, hopefully, last year it would have been, maybe we wouldn't have recovered, and we would have just sort of, but maybe with experienced football team here tonight, we just got to move on to the next play and go and keep doing our thing. The sideline still looks good after them training events. So, and last year we watched the sidelines a lot, and you could tell when this bunch got out of it.
Oh yeah, you could. Their head started, they would go down quick. So Avery set to kick it off. Jones once again to kick off for the Vikings. Poe, Kraus, Peterson, and LaCroix back for the Huskies. And it's kicked. Look to Worley up the sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for the Huskies with 1:05 to go.
Minute 5 in the first quarter to go. It's been a pretty long first quarter. Let's see if this Husky offense can come out. One mistake. We're moving the ball good. Hand it to Peterson. Need to get the quarterback in a little bit of rhythm to keep some balance there. But let's just see if we can get it down there and score again.
Hudler in the gun, looks to throw on first down. Surveys the field and gets it to Poe on the shallow. He's at the 50. He's trying to get the sideline. He's at the 40, 35, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Huskies. And we talked about it, Mark. There is Austin Poe.
There's a flag.
Oh, there's a flag down.
I think our guy was blocking before he called it. I don't know what we got right here, but that one's coming back. There's another mistake.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is. This one's definitely coming back. Pass interference against the Huskies. Offensive pass interference. So you're right, Mark. He was probably blocking before he called.
Somebody must have been blocking downfield before he called it. Of course, I didn't see nothing. I did see the flag come out pretty quick. There's a mistake. Let's overcome it and move on. Because and there you go. Just like you said, Austin Poe's a playmaker. I mean, that was maybe a 5-yard pass that he took to the house. But that's a design play, little what they call a shallow route, and everything was cleared out for him, and he got the ball and went up the field. So let's just see if we can recover from that.
So it will now be 1st and 12 for the Huskies. Maybe 13.
It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Tell their scout out there, it can't be. You can never have that. Was it not first down when you threw that, or second down?
And now they're marking off more. I don't know where they're going to now.
Did we lose yardage? I mean,
Mark, we're going to have 1st and 20, maybe 25. So it must have been a 15-yard penalty from the around the line of scrimmage, and Hudler gets it out to number 7. That's Branson Shepard on the reception. With 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Huskies still leading 16-7. Hudler gets to play from the sideline.
You can't let it run out. He marked it to her, or can they? Yes. No, they can't. You got to snap it. You got to snap it.
And the play clock it is really close. Looks like Hudler's going to take the snap and hand off up the middle to Peterson. He is running hard across the 40-yard line to about the 42. And that will do it here from the first quarter from Ashe County. And Ashe County leads Avery 16-7. We'll be back to the second quarter of the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week right after the break.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to start the second quarter here from Ashe County High School, with Ashe County leading Avery 16-7. It will be 3rd and 6 for the Huskies. Hudler in the gun. Looks to pass and gets it to Poe on the sideline. He makes another guy miss. He's at the 50-40, and he's going to be tackled about the 42-yard line. And there he is once again, just making big plays. Austin Poe. That was just a comeback route, and he just made a nice catch on the sideline.
Yeah, it was a comeback route, but of course I was watching there. I think Luke stared him down a little too much personally for me, because the corner did get a pretty good jump on that ball, but Poe got it, and of course when he broke the tackle, he got on upfield and picked up some good yards after the catch.
1st and 10 for the Huskies, ball on the 40-yard line. Hudler in the gun, hands off up the middle, and he's met in the backfield by 3 or 4 Vikings. He's going to lose maybe 4 yards on the play. And they're going to give him forward progress. He's going to lose about 2. Second and 12 for the Huskies. Hudler in the gun. Huskies going right to left. Looks to throw. He steps up in the pressure, and he's going to take off, and he's going to get back. He's going to pick up some yardage. Hudler taking off. He's tackled by, looks like, number 21, Lucas Andrews for the Vikings. Will be 3rd and 8 for the Huskies. This is a big 3rd down for the Huskies.
They've had a lot so far tonight, and they've picked up a couple. I guess I should keep better track of that, but they have picked up some big 3rd downs. And this could be 2-down territory here, so let's see if we can pick up another 1st down here.
Hudler looks to throw. Rifles a Shepherd across the middle. He's all the way down to the 25-yard line. Good throw and catch from Hudler to Branson Shepherd.
Nice pitch and catch right there. Shepherd, of course, when he caught it, he was close to the sticks, but he turned and got a few more yardage and made sure we got the 1st down. So good throw, good catch, good run by Mr. Shepherd. Let's just see if we can stay on track here.
Hudler in the gun once again with Peterson to his right.
Oh, he's going to go to Poe. He's going to go to Poe. I see him get the hand signal.
Got motion.
One-on-one, though.
Hudler's going to scramble. He throws it and he tries to get it to Cold Iron. Is picked off by number 11, Cole Singleton. And Mark, I'm guessing you wanted to throw that one away.
Well, and I mean, that's something that he should learn from last year. He's out of the pocket. A lot of people there, I know he's trying to make a play, but a senior quarterback right there, he probably should have just run it on up there and stepped out of bounds and lived to play another day right there. Just not a very good play by Luke right there.
So be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball on the 11-yard line. McCullum in the backfield in the gun. Takes the snap, and he throws. He's got a man. He overthrows.
Yeah, just an overthrow like right there. Looks like we might have got a hold of away with a little grab there. Hey, it's the way it goes. Of course, it's going to make it 2nd and 10 here, and this defense has played well. Of course, the offense, the last 2 possessions have turned the daggone ball over. We're moving it right there and just turned it over. So maybe this defense will get them off the field.
Be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 10:09 to go here in the first half. Ball on the 11-yard line. McCullum's going to take up off the middle, and he's got a lot of room to run. He's finally tripped up by number 21. I think that's Drake Elliott. It is Drake on the tackle.
That's a gain, probably a touchdown-saving tackle there by Drake Elliott. Good open field tackle on McCullum right there. And that was a design draw play, and it was wide open, and I thought he'd go to the house. Just a very good play by Mr. Elliott right there.
Elliott coming up making the tackle from his safety position. First and 10 from the 26 for the Vikings. And handoff on the right side, and good job that whole defensive line for the Huskies just met him.
Yeah, good, very good. I mean, this defense has played well so far, played great so far, and just a very good pursuit and holding the edge there, and a lot of purple shirts to the football and made a good tackle. But I will say this, they have run that play 2 or 3 times. They best be aware because McCullum's going to bootleg out that other side here in a minute.
And he's going to be wide open if they do. 2nd and 9 for the Vikings. McCullum looks to throw, and he's going to scramble up off the middle. He's going to take off. He's trying to find somebody to throw. He's throwing deep, and he's got a man, and it is incomplete. He throws pretty well on the run.
Oh, yeah, he's an athletic kid. Throws it real well on the run. Pretty good coverage. We was there to bother the receiver a little bit, but that could have very easily been completed. And just like you say, a good job by McCullum getting out there and buying him some time because we had pretty good pressure on him, but he's very hard to bring down.
Yeah, a good job by the Husky secondary. It's so hard to cover for that long a time.
Yeah, he scrambled around back there for a long time, but here's another big 3rd down and 9 play. Let's see if we can get off the field.
Cullum in the gun. He looks, he's going to roll, and he gets out to the back.
Tackle, baby, tackle.
And the Huskies come up, make the tackle. Will be short of the 1st down.
Of course, very good pursuit coming up and making the tackle right there because tough to tackle them guys in open field. Be interesting to see. Now, this coach ain't, I was going to see if maybe the Avery coach was a gambler, but you don't gamble here. And he's going to punt the football. So very good job by this Husky defense getting off the field. Let's see if this offense can come out here because we've moved the ball. And just the last time we're moving it down the field and we throw the interception. So let's see what happens.
And the punt is away. Poe will take it at about the 35. He steps up. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He cuts back. He's still on his feet at the 40. And the ball comes loose, but he... And we got whistles. We got people down. We'll see what the call is.
We had a whistle early. Ball was loose, but it does look like the Huskies recovered it. Right there was about another turnover, I think. We'll see what happens right here. The officials are talking again here, but they got to sort this thing out here. But we just need to come out here, and number 12 down there in this whole Husky offense needs to forget about them last 2 mistakes and do the things they're doing and be smart with it. I mean, I'm going to say this, and I'm not making excuses. It looks like 12's pressing a little, and he just needs to let the game come to him.
Yeah, I think he just wants to make so much happen. He just got to relax and just go through his progressions. You think, I hear invert and whistle, I think back 2 years ago at Watauga. Man, that was holy cow. When Greer picked up that fumble.
We'll take that. Invert and whistle. It's on the ball right there where he blew the whistle.
And they're still talking about it down the field. So with 8:33 to go here in the first half, Huskies still leading 16-7 as they try to sort out where the football is going to go. Hudler will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. And we still don't have the whistle ready for play. And maybe they're going to switch out footballs. A lot of confusion down there, Mark.
Yeah, sort of come to a screeching halt right here.
Yeah.
So, but here we go.
I think I heard some crickets. Here we go. Hudler in the gun, hands off to Peterson up the middle. He's got a good hole, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on the carry.
And, hey, we'll take it. First, second, and going to be 5 right here. So let's see what we do right here. 8 minutes, clock's running. Got a slim lead here. We need to go down and take this ball down and score.
Yeah, maybe eat a little time off this clock. And, you know, we talked about last year the Avery and Ashe game was a long football game.
Yes, it was. It was a long game.
And Peterson off the right side, and he's going to get a couple on the run. So we're up 3rd and maybe 4. 7:49 to go here in the second. Be 3rd and 4 for the Huskies. Ball on the 35-yard line. Looks like they've moved it. It's about the 33-yard line. Hudler takes a snap, looks to throw. He's going to step up, and he's got a man. He's got Poe, and did he catch that football? Austin Poe with another play. And man, you know, if we had instant replay, Mark, live right now, that'd be a heck of a play to show.
Yes, sir. That's top Sports Center top 10 right there. Pretty good throw, but Poe had the guy was covered him good, and he had to jump up there or grab it with one hand out of the air and just made a great catch right there.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for the Huskies. A motion Hutch. And going to hand it off to Peterson, and he is close to the goal line. He's going to be at about the 1-foot line with 7:12 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, looked like a pretty good call. Looked like he slid there at the end. So, of course, we're wanting a touchdown, and I was wanting one too. But good job. I mean, if it's me, I'm pounding it to him again.
Hudler's going to turn around. And a nice stutter step in the backfield by Peterson, but nowhere to go. They're going to lose a few yards on the play. It will be 3rd and goal for the Huskies. 6:40 to go here in the first half. And we have a timeout, Ashe County. That will be their first timeout here with 6:37 to go. Huskies leading 16-7. And we'll try to take a look at the scoreboard here. Elkin leads Surrey Central 16-0 in the first. Still no score in the East Surrey East Wilkes game. North Wilkes and Bishop McGinnis is still scoreless. Watauga's taking a 14-6 lead over TC Roberson. We will update that scoreboard. So we're back here at Ashe County High School with the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. Huskies leading 16-7, trying to add to it. It is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Big play right here. Be interesting to see. I think they're going to give it to Peterson again myself.
And handoff is to Peterson, and he is in for a Husky touchdown. Good job by Peterson punching it in there for the Huskies, and now he'll go back and kick the extra point. See if he can add another extra point for the Huskies. Make it 3 for 3 tonight. And the kick is good. So we'll take another look at that Timothy Peterson touchdown run on our KK Stitch and Screen instant replay.
Just over 6 minutes to play.
And your Ashe County Ford drive summary, it took the Huskies 6 plays. They went 39 yards and ended up in a Timothy Peterson 3-yard touchdown run. Peterson also added the extra point, so that brings your score with 6:34 left in the second quarter. Ashe County 23, Avery County 7. And I think, Farmer, there, the big thing that happened there is we might got a little bit of momentum back right there on that drive. So, and we got to say it again, this defense has been lights out. Because they give up their touchdown on a short drive. So, got to tip your hat off to them. And, you know, the offense has had a touchdown called back on a mistake. So we're getting ready to kick it off here again, and Peterson's kicking it off. Of course, you got dangerous return men back for Avery. So we need to cover a kick here, and just like we say, just don't give them no momentum.
Yeah, don't let them, with 6:30 something to go here, you don't want them to have a long drive and score right before the half, then them get the football back.
Break down.
And he's got a lane, and he's up to the 40 and tackled at the 42-yard line. He was close to breaking that one, Mark.
Yeah, and he was definitely close. We need to break down a little bit better there. Missed a couple of tackles early, but one good thing about it, you know, your kicker's your safety foul. You got Peterson and some speed back there, and he's not playing no defense right now because he's a sophomore, but he's liable to, before his career's over, he'll see plenty of action on the defensive side.
And McCullum looks to throw, setting up the screen. And they threw it to McCullum. And good tackle. And a flag. Let's see what the flag's for.
They always have a lot of food. They've got Pullman in on that last play.
Oh, they got McCullum back at tailback.
So a new quarterback in for the Viking. That is sophomore Troy Holloman in for.
Okay.
And still no word on what the flag is. His personal foul against the Huskies. Personal foul against Avery. So those penalties will all set. It will be first down. Second down for Avery.
They got the ball marked up here, 1st and 5. Thank you. At least we changed. I'm going to come down there. Why are they doing? You don't do that.
And now Holloman taps out to McCullum. He's got the corner, and he's finally tackled out of bounds. And
what happened? What was the play?
And it'll be first down now for the Vikings. So this new quarterback and new wrinkle for the Vikings gives them some speed that they didn't have early in their first.
You know, my buddies over here from Avery County are talking to me. This kid was over at Mitchell County last year, and if you'll remember, they had McCullum in at tailback last year, and he torched us over there. So maybe they're going to try a little different wrinkle here.
And the pass is intercepted by the Huskies off a batted pass. Looks like it's Christopherson.
So they did come out with the young guy and let him throw it. Of course, it was tipped up, so don't put all the interception on the young quarterback, but I really expected there for him to give that ball to McCullum where he's sort of used to being. But anyway, hey, big turnover by this Husky defense. We need to put another drive together. I know I've said that every time, but I'm just that way. And just
I want to score every time we have the ball.
Amen. We don't want to see the punter. And we don't want to turn the ball over.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31 and 5:50 to go here in the first half. Hudler in the gun. Two receivers top, two receivers the bottom. Hands it off to the workhorse Peterson once again. He's across the spins, and he's got the first down and more. Big first down run by Timothy Peterson up to, looks like they're going to spot him about the 45-yard line.
I tell you what, he is been a workhorse in this first half. And again, that offensive line is moving them around up there a little bit, and he's running the ball hard. It's just really good to see. I guess it was Bill Parcells said one time, of course, you need balance, and then we'll have balance. But I think it was Bill Parcells that said one time, you throw the ball to score and you run the football to win. So you got to be able to run the football some. And, in last year, play calling was pretty balanced. We just wasn't as successful at running the football. So it ain't like that we've not tried to run the ball through the years and keep it balanced. But anyway, it's just, good to see. We need to take a drive right here. And Hampton's going out again. No, I'm sorry. That's Mr. Elliott taking the officials some water. I thought Hampton had another problem here or whatever. But like I say, big run with Peterson right there. Of course, had an injured Avery player is why we've had to stop and play here. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 or 1st and 10 on the first down run by Peterson. And like I say, let's kill this clock and score right here and take it to the half and feel good about ourselves and come out and play in the second half.
So with 5:42 to go here in the first half, Huskies leading 23-7. Hudler in the gun and hands it off. No, he fakes it, and he's got number 2, Cold Iron, wide open at the 30, 20, 15, 10. He's going to be tackled at about the 11, 10 or 11-yard line. Another flag in the backfield. And it looks like that one was going to be coming back as well.
But there was a flag on that last minute play.
Ineligible downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield penalty called against the Huskies.
It looks like one of the Husky blockers went downfield. Another one of those mistakes, Mark.
Yeah, and I mean, just a very good pitch and catch again right there. This offense is making a few mistakes right now. We've moved the ball. We've hurt ourselves with mistakes. So, and hopefully, 5:34 is, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Huskies. Ball on the 40-yard line. 5:34 to go here in the first half. Looks like Hudler's going to change the play. And so it'll blitz. And we run to the other side, and Peterson's breaking free, and he's up to the first down. And if he don't get tripped up, Mark, he is gone.
Yeah, very good job there. Looked like that Luke looked over at the coach, and they sort of changed the play there at the last minute. I don't know if Luke picked up on the blitz coming on that side, but if they did change the play, good change right there, and just another good run by Peterson. But you got to give that offensive line a lot of credit.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Ball on the 45-yard line. 5:17 and counting to go here in the first half. Hudler taking his time, got 10 seconds on the play clock. Hands it off once again to Peterson, and he's going to pick up 6, maybe 7 yards. And Mark, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I was going to say this before the penalty. Hey, if we run the ball this well, that's going to open up the passing game that much more. So
yeah, you'll have to respect the play action for one.
Oh yeah, it works off of each other.
And now Hudler looks to throw. He's going to step up and take off, and he's going to pick up a couple yards.
Now, I made a comment here a while ago because I got on him pretty good for scrambling around throwing the interception there. Best I could tell, he had everybody downfield covered, and he just pretty much felt a little pressure, and he got up the field and got what he could get. So, and hey, you got another down. That's better than throwing the ball up for grabs. So, I'm gonna give him a little kudos right there. That's a good, smart play because now we got 3rd and 4, chance to pick it up in 2 down territory.
LaCroix in for the Huskies. Hudler looks to throw, and he throws it out in the flats to LaCroix, and he's going to be close to the sticks.
Pass number 14, Alex LaCroix. He takes the ball very near the first-round marker.
Come on, give me a good spot, man.
And the spot will be, and it's close. 4th and maybe a foot.
It's going to be 4 inches now coming up for the Huskies.
Big 4th down here for the Huskies.
I look for LaCroix to get it because he is pretty daggone steady, but we'll see what they call here.
And LaCroix does get it up the middle, and he will pick up the Husky first down. So that will move the sticks and keep this clock running with 3:37 to go here in the first.
I think I said this a few times last year, Mr. Farmer. If you need 1 yard, LaCroix's going to get you 2 every time. He's just as solid as they come, steady football player.
Always falls forward, one of those types of backs. 3:32. Looks like they have decided to maybe work this play clock a little bit.
Hey, you're running the football. You got to lead. Let's work it down and just keep playing, especially right here before the half. We got plenty of time. We got all our timeouts. Don't even need to worry about that, so we're in pretty good shape. We got to hurry here. We're letting the play clock get down a little bit.
And head up to LaCroix up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's at the 20, 10. He's down to about the 5-yard line. So we're worried about him getting the snap off, and he runs it right up the middle of the field for the Huskies.
I don't know if it's by design. We were watching the play clock, but we snapped that baby with a second, and I'm going to say it one more time. Good hard run by LaCroix, but give that offensive line some credit.
So it will be 1st and goal from the 8 for the Huskies, leading 23-7 with 2:55 to go. The handoff to Peterson, and he is in. That's LaCroix, Alex LaCroix in for the touchdown.
Another penalty, another flag on the play.
And there is another flag on the play. That will be the 3rd one called back tonight, I believe.
Flag on the field. Holding penalty called against Ashe County will bring that touchdown back.
So that'll march the Huskies back with 2:51 to go here. Take the points off the board.
This offense is killing herself right now with penalties. Moving the football, I don't know what happened right there, but anyway, we're 1st and goal now from about the 12-yard line, about the 17-yard line. So we'll see what happens here. You know, just keep playing.
So 1st and long goal for the Huskies. Hudler looks to throw, and he throws across the middle. He's got Branson Shepard, touchdown. No flags on the play. And the Huskies add on another touchdown here, brings it to 29-7. Nice pitch and catch once again from Hudler to Shepard. Peterson on for the extra point. And the extra point is good. So we'll look at this Husky touchdown from Hudler to Shepard on our K&K Stitch and Screen instant replay.
And now for your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. Just a great 10-play, 70-yard drive that ended in a 30-yard touchdown pass from Luke Hudler to Branson Shepard, and Timothy Peterson added the extra point. So with 2:45 left here in the first half at Husky Stadium, it's your Ashe County Huskies 30, your Avery County Vikings 7. And I said earlier, me and Mr. Farmer's talking about this offensive line. Let's give these guys some love here, as they like to say. You got center Kobe Baldwin's just doing a bang-up job so far. And you've got, of course, Hunter Knight up there at guard. Also got Peaches, which is Jacob Worley. Sorry there. His nickname is Peaches Pruitt. I'm sorry, Jacob Pruitt. And then who am I leaving out? We got, of course, yeah, well, how in the world can I leave out Mr. Big Harm in there? But the offensive line's just doing a great job. And also Mr. Jesse Kemp up there. So it is right now, Timothy Peterson just kicked the ball to the 5-yard line, and the Avery County person caught it and fell to the ground. So they're going to start in bad field position here. And the way this defense has played so far tonight, we don't need to give up the big play here. And, hey, maybe we can get another 2 points out of the defense, because the defense has scored 2 points here tonight. So I guess so far so good. They're trying to, they're going to spot the ball at the 5-yard line. So let's see if this, with 2:43 left, this defense has been pretty aggressive tonight, blitzing and stuff. Let's see if maybe we prevent here a little bit, or if we stay aggressive, because we really don't want to give up the big play right here before the half and give them any momentum.
Avery in the gun. Looks like McCullum's back at quarterback. He rolls to his right. He's probably going to take off, and he does. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. And a flag. Late hit out of bounds. And you know if he's going out of bounds, just let him go.
And we're, what, 90 yards away in the press box up here. But he was clearly, it wasn't anything vicious, but he was clearly out of bounds. And that's just not a smart play that we need to be making. And with seniors, you don't expect that. So, they are jacked up. They're being aggressive, but that's just not a smart play. So you're going to get them out of the hole there, for one thing. Because before the penalty there, I was going to say that's an excellent job. Because when they roll McCullough out, I get scared to death. And they've done a very good job of staying in their lanes and not giving him the field and just running him out of bounds. So just not a smart play right there.
Not a smart play at all. And they look to throw, and it's called the sticks, and good tackle by the Huskies. He got up to about the 15-yard line.
This Husky defense is doing a great job rallying to the football. And the big thing there is, Farmer, we kept him in bounds, and he's very close to going out of bounds, so clock's still running.
Yeah, clock's still running. 2:13 to go here in the first half. Huskies leading 30-7. McCullum back in the gun. Looks like the Huskies thinking about pressure, but then back off, and then it's thrown out in the flats, and the Huskies tackling. Looks like he may have got out of bounds.
The official did not stop it. Yeah, he did stop it. Okay. And that's close to getting out of bounds, but still, very good job. We're keeping McCullum so far in the pocket. They're catching it in front of us, and we're making tackles. So that's a good job by the Husky defense right there.
McCullum in the gun, 3rd and 2, minute 40 to go here in the first half. Clock is running, and they get it out in the flats, and good tackle by the Huskies.
And we're there. We had 2 or 3 people there, and you got LaCroix running downhill, and he just makes a real good tackle.
Yeah, LaCroix has played great tonight on defense. And
close to a first down here. They're looking at it.
It doesn't look that close from here. I've seen a lot closer tonight we haven't measured.
Yeah, I have too. Of course, it's hard to tell from up here, but I've seen a lot that were a lot closer to this that I thought was a measurement. And actually, Coach Hampton, when they said they was going to bring the chains on, he sort of put his hands on his knees. Because
him and the officiating crew are not seeing eye to eye.
Not so far. But, that's just, and I think he's going to have the first down here by the, oh no. He's about nose of the football short, so it's going to bring up fourth in less than an inch, I believe, here. So, and of course, interesting call here. Do you go for it, or do you?
Do you leave the Huskies a minute 22 if you don't get it, or do you try to kick it?
I mean, personally, I think I don't know. I would.
If I have Sam McCullum in the backfield, I'm probably going to go for it.
Snap it to him.
Snap it to him. Tell him to go.
You're probably
But
right.
we're up here and they're down there, so.
That's why he's getting paid the big bucks over there.
Yeah, I don't think he would argue the big bucks, but.
And it does look like they're going to go for it here. So, which I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer here, because like we say, it might not even be an inch.
Yeah, it might not be. Just don't jump off sides
Yeah,
of the
we
Huskies.
need to watch the football here.
You see Zach Bear creeping up to the line. Now he backs off.
That's right.
And they're.
Zach's on the line. Zach's third.
And McCullum's got the first down. And if he gets to the outside, look out. He is the outside and run out of bounds finally by Poe.
Good job there, yeah. I was thinking he was getting ready to be off to the races. Of course, Poe's your safety, got good speed. He kept his leverage and just ran him out of bounds. Which Avery's moving the ball here with a minute left. Be big for Avery to score, and I think it'd be big for this Husky defense to keep them out here. But just keep it saying, and I do believe Avery has 2 timeouts.
So with 57.2 seconds to go, Avery has got it 1st and 10 from the 47. Cullum in the backfield. Cullum looks to throw, and he's got pressure, and he steps up through it, and he's going to take off. And he's finally tackled at about the 48-yard line.
Use a timeout.
And the Vikings do use a timeout to stop the clock.
Pretty good pressure right there. And the thing about that is we're making him, when he does get out of the pocket so far, he's having to run in the middle of the field, and we're doing a good job of containing this guy so far. Well, I've said it 100 times. I can't say it enough how well this Husky defense has played. Of course, the first couple of series, Avery come out sluggish and made some mistakes, but we took advantage of them. The Husky defense took advantage of them when they made the mistakes. So just so far, here 48 seconds, and I'm sure them men down there in the purple uniforms during the timeout right now, they want to hold them out a lot worse than probably the people in the stands. So see what we can do here.
The one lone touchdown that the Vikings have was off the interception, and they had the short field to work with. Look at the Sky Zone HD scoreboard around their area. Watauga is leading TC Roberson 27-6 at halftime.
That's a shock.
What other scores we have? East Surrey's up on East Wilkes 13-0. Mount Airy's up 12-7 on Starmount. And Fort Bush is up on West Wilkes 15-8.
And Ben, we play Watauga next week. If any of them watch this game this week, it's not a shocker that Watauga is leading. The score is a shocker that they're leading by so much.
Yeah, they are a very talented football team that we'll get to play next week. And it's a bad snap, and Harmon is right there, but he takes the knee and falls down on it.
Yeah, I got a little worried there when he sort of started to stand up. I was just praying we wouldn't, hit him.
Yeah.
And we didn't, so and Avery's going to use another timeout right here. So
Vikings call another timeout with 41 seconds to play.
So with 41.5 seconds left, it will be 3rd and 14 from the 43-yard line for the Vikings. The Huskies just hold them out in the end zone here before the end of the first half.
Hey, we just need to be smart. No penalties. Back up. Let them catch it in front of us.
Keep them in front of you.
Make a tackle. Let's get this, clock ran out and go. Because, and we do know that this coaching staff's pretty aggressive. I get the ball back right here, I'm probably taking a knee, and I'm going to the locker room.
Yeah.
But you never know.
You'd never be surprised if they don't take a few shots.
Well, sometimes when they do that, it works. But I'm sort of conservative by nature anyway.
Yeah. So we get ready back for action. 41.5 seconds to go. Ashe County leading 30-7. Big third down for the Vikings. 3rd and 14 here right before the half. Cullum in the backfield. takes the snap. Harmon's on him. It's a screen pass, and it is incomplete. And they had it set up pretty good, Mark.
It was pretty good set up. I mean, he had blockers in front and a lot of green grass and not too many purple jerseys around. And thank goodness they just couldn't connect on that one.
Brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team for the Vikings. And you know, you got Poe back there. He almost broke the last one.
Oh, we're going to try to do what we can do right here. And I see Mr. Luke running over here to get his helmet. It will be interesting. And, you know, for us to take a shot, it might depend on if we get a good return here or where we get the ball. But, oh, yeah, Mr. Poe could take this ball back to the house real easy. We need to be smart and not rough the kicker.
And he's going to let it take an Avery bounce. And it'll be at about the 20-yard line. So we'll see what this Husky offense does. See if they take a knee, if they take a few shots with 26 seconds to go. I think they have two. They have 2 timeouts left, or they still have all 3?
They have all 3. Like I said, I'm conservative by nature. I'm handing this football off, and if we get a big run play here, then we might think about taking a shot. But we do know that this staff is pretty daggone aggressive, but they look like they're in a run formation to me.
Yeah.
And if Avery ain't got any timeouts, I don't know that I might not just take a knee.
Hudler in the gun and hands it off to Peterson up the middle, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. And Ashe County will call a timeout. Oh, no. They're just resetting the chains.
Yeah, I think that's the proper play right there. It worries me to death that we might miss the exchange here. Of course, I'm a worrywart, but if we get a good exchange, we just got to hold on to the ball and another 10 yards.
Another 10 yards, and Hampton's going to call a timeout. So with 10 seconds to go, the Huskies have got it up to about the 40-yard line. Looks like the 42-yard line.
Now, right here, 10 seconds left. We've got 2 more timeouts. I might take a shot, but it's got to be something
safe.
Well,
something toward the sideline.
Safe? No. I don't want that ball in the flats. I'm going to throw it down the middle of the field and maybe throw it about as far as I can, and then if they was to intercept it, it'd be like a punt.
You don't want Poe going down the sideline?
If we're throwing it deep to him, yes. When you first said that, I had in my mind an out route.
No, something deep down the sideline.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can live with Poe deep down the sidelines. And I think they're going to draw up something here. And I did see a little trick play out of the Huskies yesterday, but with Poe throwing it, and of course, Poe can throw it. He's played a little quarterback back in his younger days. This is going to be an interesting call here.
Yeah, we'll see. 10.1 seconds to go here in the first half. Huskies leading 30-7. They are on the 42-yard line.
No.
Adler steps back to throw, and he got Poe on the shallow and just overthrew him.
And that's exactly what they wanted to do, because Avery defense is backed up. They got him cleared a little bit, and we just didn't connect on it. And they was just trying to get the ball, which is a pretty good safe play, just trying to get the ball to Poe and see if he can make a play. We may come back and run the same thing.
5.5 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. Hudler looking deep, does get it to Poe, and he's going to be tackled, and that will be the first half. So at the end of the first half, the Huskies lead 30-7 here from Ashe County High School. We'll be back in the second half. The Sky Zone HD Game of the Week right after the break.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Good evening and welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week. We're here at Ashe County High School as we get ready to start the second half. Ashe County leads 30-7. And Mark, you got some stats for us. It was a great first half for the Huskies.
Well, I grabbed a few over here from my buddies and just just basically totals as far as Huskies tonight. Of course, they talked all summer about trying to balance this offense up. And, you know, we've got 159 yards passing and 156 yards running. So you don't get much better than that right there. And I mean, that's just in a half. That's pretty good for a whole game, I think. So, but anyway, and of course, leading the charge with this running attack is sophomore Timothy Peterson. He's got 115 yards on 20 carries here in the first half. But I will say it again, it was just a half. And you know this Avery County team's going to come out ready to play. And now, you know, we've talked about the experience of the team. They've not been in this situation in a few years where they've had a big lead at the half. So let's see if they can come out and finish this football game.
Yeah, Mark, it's been a long time since the Huskies had a 100-yard rusher, much less a 100-yard rusher in the first half. As Peterson gets ready to kick it off, we get going, and it looks like it's going to be close to the sideline. Takes a bounce at the 15, and the Huskies are going to tackle him about the 23, 24-yard line. That is number 19. Keenan Witherspoon on the tackle, another sophomore.
Yeah, just good coverage right there. I thought he was getting ready to sneak up in sidelines there. Another good kick, too. So we're getting pretty good deep kicks, you know, inside the 15 and 10-yard line, and they brought it out to about the 25. So, well, actually about the 23. So starting them, you know, down in not the very best field position. Good job there.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 24 for the Vikings. And handoff up the middle, and the Huskies are right there. He's going to drop him in the backfield for a loss of a yard.
And I tell you what, like we said earlier, this defense tonight is blitzed a lot, and that right there was a safety blitz. They snuck Poe up off that corner, and Avery just did not account for him. They hadn't done that tonight. So to think that they're going to take their foot off the gas, it don't look like it.
No, and Poe's walking back toward the line of scrimmage now. And they pass it out in the flats, and Poe misses the tackle. But right there is number 30, Noah Vanoy, in the tackle.
Yeah, good pursuit by Noah right there. And now I'm going to mention this. Okay, I said it earlier, these sophomores will make a play 100 mile an hour. Right there's where Poe's got to break down, and he makes that tackle. But you can't fault the kid because he's running out there, and he just wanted 100 mile an hour, and he will learn. Break down right there, and you make that tackle.
3rd and 6 for the Vikings. Cullum in the gun, and looks like he's going to maybe keep it. And he's shedding tackles. He's trying to get to the corner, and he's pushed out of bounds. And late, no flag.
Wow,
that would look a lot later than the other one earlier.
Sure did, and this one was on our sidelines, but we didn't get a flag on that, and I think we're fortunate. Of course, we're not down there, so he might have been, you know, basically right on the line, but I think we're fortunate right there. They're going to look like they're going to measure here. I thought he had the first down pretty easy, but they're going to measure it right here, and this is going to be closer than I thought it was. I thought he had the first down, and right there, Zach Bear missed him in the backfield, but, you know, Zach's back here, and like we said, this guy's very elusive, and he just made a play right there for his team.
Yeah, elusive, really hard to break down. You can't just bring him down with one hand. And it will be first down, Vikings.
It was by the football. I don't know. Hampton's sort of counting them off there, and I'm going to say, and I hate to say this because I was one of these guys, but this officiating crew looks uncertain on other things. Looked like they had a hard time really there just measuring the play right there. But it's early in the year, so.
Yeah, a little unsettled. 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Vikings. Huskies lead 30-7. McCullum in the gun, looks to throw, and it's almost picked off. Bowen Kraus could have walked into the end zone.
Oh, he would have been gone, but you got a great play. They've thrown that little quick out a few times tonight, and Bowen sat on that thing, and if he catches it, they don't catch him because he can scoot.
And then, I always hear the adage, that's why he plays defense and not offense.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what they say. That's why he's a corner and not a receiver.
Yep, and McCollum's going to roll out, looks to throw, and throws in the flat, and incomplete, almost intercepted once again.
Yeah, that's a tough play there by McCullum. They rolled him out, and he had to try to turn back and throw back against his body there. That's a tough play for anybody. But what worries me there, and I really look for him to do this, is when they roll him out, it just scares me to death that he's basically going to tuck the ball and take off.
It's quickly 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. 10:21 to go here in the third quarter. McCullum handles a low snap, and Zach Bear's in the backfield quickly, and McCullum keeps his feet and floats it out of bounds.
Hey, great job by the defense.
Late flag.
And there is a flag on the field.
This back judge has thrown a lot of late flags. I hope that is not. I hope we didn't do nothing goofy right there, but I bet we did. Okay, we've got, and I'm going to say this, unless they have changed the rules, now I hadn't called for 6 years, an eligible man downfield is not the back judge's call. It is the umpire's call, but hey, we'll take it. I was sort of worried that maybe us being excited that we might have said something to somebody we shouldn't have, but good, we kept our head there, and exactly what we wanted. We wanted the defense to come out here and hold them, make them punt, and hopefully this Husky offense will get the ball back in and score again.
Poe back deep for the Huskies. And it's a short punt. And it's going to roll down about to the 44-yard line.
They're going about the 44-yard line after Ashe County will take over possession.
Huskies going to start with good field position here. We need to keep doing what we're doing, and in the first half we had two turnovers, so we got to improve on that. But we just really big drive right here because these guys, they've not been in this situation, so let's just see if they can come out and keep playing with the same momentum.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Hudler hands it off to Peterson. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 yards. And it's just a tough running once again by Peterson.
Yeah, and hey, that clock's running, positive play, 3-yard gain. I'm sure we're going to still keep trying to move the ball and score, but with a 30-7 lead, Peterson, of course, run the ball 20 times in the first half. He's probably going to see it 20 times in the second half, too.
And Hudler looks to throw on 2nd down. Throws to Cold Iron is incomplete.
Pass intended for Corbin. Cold
And we'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Huskies.
Third down situation coming up now for
That right there is a good little safe play, quick out, and basically Mr. Cold Iron looked up field too early, and that's pretty much just a drop right there. So, but, it's going to happen, and then, of course, 3rd and 8, we picked up some good 3rd down situations in the first half, so I didn't check our stats to see what our percentage was, but we've been good so far. We need to keep the ball alive.
Hudler looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got pressure. He eludes the pressure. He's looking to throw. And he's just going to tuck and run, and he's got cut back across the grain. He's trying to get to that 1st down marker, and he's awfully close. Good scrambling by Luke. He probably ran 30 yards there to get 10.
The field. It's going to be awful close to the 1st down marker.
Why can't we get a measurement right there?
I don't know.
Why can't we get a measurement?
yard, man.
And look for Peterson to get the football right here. And he is met in the backfield. He's going to fight for yardage, and I don't think he's going to get it. He's probably going to lose yards.
Why do we do that?
So the Huskies will turn it over on downs with 8:39 to go here in the third quarter.
On their own 47-yard line.
Midfield there, not a bad call as good as this defense have played, but you know, defense got to come again here and see what we got. And they just sort of blitzed the run right there, and they just stuffed us. So.
Cullum in the gun. Looks to throw, gets it out quick to number 6. That is Tyree Jackson on the catch. He's going to pick up 4, maybe 5. Looks like maybe 4 yards on the play.
This Husky defense has really just run to the football all night long. Another good job of letting them catch it in front and then making a good tackle.
2nd and 6 as a hush falls over the Husky crowd here. McCullum rolls to his left, and he's going to throw back across his body, and it is incomplete. Good job by Christopherson on the coverage.
Yeah, he looked like I thought he might have a chance to intercept that one, but he was right there. Good coverage. So incomplete pass, 3rd and 6. Looks like this Husky defense needs to get off the field here again and put the offense back out there. You know, we moved the ball a little bit the last time, just couldn't quite pick up the first down.
Third and 6 for the Vikings. 8:01 to go here in the third quarter. Cullum takes a snap. He's going to roll. It's like an option play. He cuts back up the middle. He's got the first down. And that was designed run the whole way.
Yeah, and watching them in film, I really expected to see a whole lot more of that in the first half, which we really didn't. So, you know, we might get a heavy dose of it right here, and I don't know what they're doing here. I mean, that's a good 2 yards over the first down, and they're looking at it. And, but anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Vikings.
So it will be 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line, 7:50 and counting. McCullum takes a snap, looks to throw out to Tyree, and is incomplete. And Krause comes up with the coverage.
Pass intended for number 6, Tyree Jackson, incomplete.
I do see one thing that's a little concerning. Maybe it's just a cramp. Mr. Poe's over here. He's worked hard tonight, and I believe it is. Mr. Elliott's working on a cramp here on his leg, but he's getting up.
Yeah, first game you always get those cramps. It's humid here tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's hot and high humidity.
McCullum is going to keep it, and he breaks a couple tackles. And Noah Vanoy in on the tackle.
Yep, good job there by Noah holding the edge there and making a good play. Now we got him, you know, again, 3rd and 6 here. But like I expected, I think we're going to see a little more dose of McCullum keeping that ball.
3rd and 6, 7:21 to go here in the third. And now they look to the sideline for the play. See, the Huskies bringing pressure. And McCullum runs right by the pressure, and he's got the first down.
We brought pressure. Looked like we had a pretty good gap there, and with his quickness or whatever, he just hit the little seam and got it up in there, needed 10 yards and picked up 11.
First down for Avery.
It'll be 1st and 10 once again for the Vikings. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Vikings driving. McCullum got most of this drive on the ground, and he drops back to throw, and he's going to Going to take off. He's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Look like they were trying to set up another one of those screens, which has been pretty open tonight. And we played it better. We covered the screen, and then the pressure finally got there to him. So good job again.
Good job of Noah Vanoy bringing him down.
And Noah's playing really come out here in the second half, and he's made several plays right here, right off the bat in the second half.
Be 2nd and 17 now for the Vikings. Cullum drops back, looks to throw once again. Pressure in his face. Maybe eludes the pressure, and he's going to break. And tripped up. He got back past the original line of scrimmage. Man, he was close to breaking that one.
Yes, he was, and that was pretty much all Mr. McCullen right there. Good job right there.
Yeah, he had pressure in his face, and he's so quick. That first move he makes.
And then when he takes that step forward, he's going.
So now it'll be 3rd and 10. He did get back to the original line of scrimmage. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. He's going to roll to his right, look to throw, and he's got Tyree a big hit, and the ball come loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, he called an incomplete pass. I'm going to say it again. There's Mr. LaCroix. Just timed that up perfect, got there. And I mean, he brought something to the party right there. That was a good, clean, hard hit play right there for a football game, and that's a big play. So now you got 4th and 10. Of course, 30-7 ball game. Avery's definitely going to go for it. Let's see if this defense can hold them again, because they've only give up one. This would be by far Avery's longest drive. They've give up one touchdown, and it was on a short field.
So it'll be 4th and 10 from the 30. 5:21 to go in the third quarter. McCullum looks to throw once again. He's going deep. He's going for the corner of the end zone, and it's broken up, incomplete, no flags, and the Huskies will take over on downs.
Now let's see if this Husky offense can get going here in the second half. Of course, we ain't had it but one time. We moved it a little bit the first time, and let's. I thought he was behind Mr. Christopherson there a little bit, but he made up some ground and tipped that ball away. So great play by Kai there on the defensive side, and once again the defense just stands up and holds them out of the end zone.
Be 1st and 10 from the 35, 15 to go here in the third. Hudler in the gun. And a bad snap, and Hudler falls on it. And he called him down.
Yeah, and I don't know if he had it or not. Luke did get up. Avery player's down. So we might have caught a break right there. But, it wasn't that bad a snap. I think we just got a little anxious there, but we did mishandle the snap, sort of like they did. Hudler is limping a little, but we're going to have just an official timeout for the Avery player. And he just got to shake that off, but that's just that's sticking us behind the chains, and we don't need to be there. So, because there's still some time in this football game. I mean, we got 5 minutes left here in the third quarter, and so far in not too many plays here in the second half, this Husky offense is really not, they've not been quite as sharp as they was in the first half. So we need to fix that. And while they're working on the Viking player here, we will take a short timeout. I'm tired of talking.
Welcome back to Ashe County High School, where is Ashe County 30, Avery 7 with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It will be 2nd and 20 for the Huskies now.
And we need to be careful down here. Got nobody.
Hudler looks to throw. He gets rid of it, throws it back to, hard to tell from here.
Cold Iron.
and he's going to pick up big yardage. He's going to make it a much more manageable third down.
That tackle for Avery.
Pretty good job there by Luke getting a little pressure and rolling out, and a great job by Mr. Cold Iron to coming back and helping his quarterback out. So just a good job right there to pick up a big chunk of yardage to make it, like you said, a manageable third down and 4.
It'll be third down and 4 with 4:21 to go. Hudler in the gun. And hands it off to Peterson, and he gets close to the chains.
He's got a first down. Sweet.
And they have stopped the clock. Look, they're probably going to be enough for a first down.
Well, all I'm going to say is the chains are on line to line, and they've marked that football on the line. So why measure it? It's a first down.
I don't know. We're going to try to update some scores here.
You don't do that. Well, my thing is, now I can't tell, of course, we're away. But
And they are measuring.
white line. If he wants to line on the 40, it's a first down. Don't even measure it. They're short.
And it will be short, it looks like.
Good gracious.
Man, that's close.
I mean, and this, let's see here. We're going to have 4th and maybe an inch. We're going to see the punter here. No, we're on the 40. Defense played good. Are we running the punter out? No, we're not running the punter out. I'm going to bet right here that number 14 gets this football.
Well, it'll be Peterson. He's in the backfield.
I think. Maybe I might be wrong.
Oh, and Avery jumps.
I don't know if we got him on a hard count right there, but it looks like the Vikings have jumped off and helped us out and give us a first down right here. That is Peterson out there. I'm sorry. I thought I seen 42. 42 or 44 was probably going to get that football right there unless we were trying to draw them off. Because that's an iffy play. You could punt them in deep as good as your defense has been playing, but you could also leave it right there as good as your defense has been playing.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Huskies. 3:57 to go. Hudler hands it off to Peterson. He makes one guy miss, and he just pushes the pile. And he's going to pick up maybe 6 more yards.
Another good hole, a good jump cut by Peterson. 2 hands on that football, and he just got about 5 yards right there. And you know the best thing about all that is that clock is running.
3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies still leading 30-7. Luke looks to throw, and here comes a bunch of flags for holding. And it's going to be a great run by Luke. 2 flags for holding.
There are multiple flags on the field. And we do have a winner on our 50-50 drawing as well. So if you want a
And while they mark this football back, we'll update some scores here. Of course, Ashe leading 30-7. Watauga's up 30-6 over TC Roberson. We still haven't found an Allegheny North Stokes score. North Idale is up 6-0 over Wilkes Central.
That's surprising.
Elkin's up 24-0 over Surrey Central. East Surrey is now up 31-0 over East Wilkes. North Wilkes is up 25-13 over Bishop McGinnis. Mount Airy leads Star Mount 25-14, and Fort Bush leads West Wilkes 15-8.
And right there, you know, the Husky offense has made some mistakes tonight. We know it's first game jitters, and that was definitely a hold. It was basically a takedown right in the middle of the field. So, you know, here we are again, second and about 20. Last time we dug ourselves a little bit out of a hole, so we'll see what happens.
It'll be Peterson up the middle. He's just dragging people. He may break 3. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Timothy Peterson on a 2nd and 20 from the 34-yard line. He goes 60-some yards. Big run for Peterson.
And he had a little bit of a crease, but he drug 2 or 3 for about 3 yards, and when he broke out, he was off to the races. Just a great answer for this Husky team, and I tell you what, Timothy Peterson has played a whale of a ball game here tonight, but you got to give a lot of credit to them 5, as they like to say, hogs up front. They have really done a good job so far in this football game.
And the extra point is good. So we'll take another look on that big run by Timothy Peterson here in our K&K Stitch and Screen Instant Replay.
And your Ashe County 4 drive summary took the Huskies 6 plays. They went 70 yards, and it ended in a big 50-yard touchdown run by Mr. Timothy Peterson, and he also added the extra point. And that brings your score with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third quarter. That brings your score Ashe County 37, Avery 7.
So Peterson adds to those halftime totals of rushing.
Actually, if you got that winning ticket, they want you to take it down to the Rock tonight. So if you've got ticket 721-985.
So Peterson will trot out to kick the ball off.
721-985.
Peterson, he's kind of that little, does everything.
He gonna be tired.
He's kicked the ball off. He's kicked the extra points. He's rushed for probably 200 yards. He's returned some on kickoff.
He sure has. He's done a little bit of everything tonight.
And he may be tired. He got a real short kick there. And it'll be taken at the 35-yard line. I think he's just a little gassed.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, he gonna come over here and get him a blow on the defensive side. So, but yeah, he's got to be gassed. He's been a workhorse tonight. So far, had a well of a game. Pretty decent kick, but no, it wasn't one of his better ones. And so let's just see if this defense can get out here and just keep playing.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 36 with 2:57 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies lead 37-7. And it looks like Cullum's going to stay in at quarterback. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's got pressure, and he's going to be taken down just short of the line.
Got another.
Zach Barry on that tackle.
Just a good job up front, and we knew that would be the strength of the team. Both offenses and defensive lines are doing a great job up there and dropped him for a 1-yard loss.
Cullum looks to throw once again. A flag down maybe in the holding area, and an incomplete pass.
Pass is in for number 14, Troy. There is a flag on the field.
And Zach Bear back there once again.
Holding down against Avery's decline. Third down coming up for the Vikings.
So with 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Be 2nd and 12 for the Vikings. I'm not sure why we got the stoppage. And here we go. Cullum in the gun once again. And Zach Bear is just firing off the line. Incomplete pass. But he is firing off the line right now. He is in the backfield about the time they snap the ball.
Buddy, he is, of course, he's one of those seniors, and he's always been very aggressive. And, You know, he spent some time playing linebacker here, and about the last 3 games of the year last year, they decided they're just going to put him down on the.
He wanted to be in the backfield, so they just put him there.
On the defensive front, and he has really done a well of a job there. And defense held him again, forced another punt. Of course, you got Poe back. He fair catches it. Good job by Poe there. Good coverage by the Avery team. Great job by Poe coming up, fair catching the ball. 2 hands, made sure he caught it and just went to the ground.
I love seeing him fair catch it. So many times we'd let that bounce and just roll.
Yeah, boy. That's a very smart play by a young football player.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Huskies with just over 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, leading 37-7. Hudler in the gun. Peterson in the backfield with him. And they fake to Peterson. Hudler looks to throw and tries to get across the middle to Christopherson.
Yeah,
but I like that throw. He put it where only Christopherson could get to it.
Yeah, a little low. Of course, he's back there clapping his hands, and it wasn't a very good throw, but at least he didn't leave it hanging or whatever.
He put something on that throw.
Yeah, he did, and I'm going to give it to him again. The line give him a good time right there because, Reyna there, number 9, he come from all the way on the other side of the field, and Luke had plenty of time to scan the field, and I think he was looking over here, of course, in the scrimmages and stuff. I think we talked about Mr. Thompson that graduated last year, was definitely 2,000-yard receiving last year, and was definitely Luke's favorite receiver. And I think he's pretty much already found his favorite receiver this year, just from watching the scrimmages and stuff. Because he was looking for Poe first. And of course, when the safety come over and didn't give him help over the top, he scanned other parts of the field, and you got to give the line a lot of credit because he had a lot of time to do that.
So timeout for like a cramp from one of the Avery players. We'll be 2nd and 10 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. Mark, good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, and excellent crowd here tonight for the home opener. Avery brought several too, so just a good crowd.
Hudler hands off to Peterson up the middle, and he spins off once again. He's got a hole, Mark. He may go again. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Timothy Peterson, touchdown. And Mark, they just... I don't even know what to say.
I'm sort of speechless. I tell you what, and I know I sound like a broken record, but now, Farmer, I know you're going to laugh at me here, but I think I could have got 20 yards where the big hole as that was. They'd have probably got me because I couldn't outrun him. But he had a huge hole, and he hit it, and when he got in the secondary, he left them. Just a great job by this offense.
I'll give you 15.
I'm going to give me 5.
Just a huge run by Timothy Peterson. He's going to add on the extra point. It is up, and it's no good, but I don't know that he has any legs left, to be honest. So that brings the score 43-7. We'll take another look at that huge run by Timothy Peterson on our K&K Stitch and Screen instant replay.
What's he mad about? Okay, your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. Just took 2 plays on that play, and of course, a big 60-yard run by Mr. Timothy Peterson here again, and this time he's missed the extra point, but that is your Ford Drive summary.
Yeah, I don't think he had any legs left to kick the ball off. But you're right, Hampton did look upset at something.
I'm going to tell you, and here's what I'm going to say. Of course, we've said it before, this has been a long time since this team has been in this position, and them boys were sort of walking off the field, and I don't think Coach Hampton liked that because there is another quarter, and he just wants them to keep playing. So that's a pretty good move, but now maybe I'm wrong. We got a flag, so he was fussing at the officials once again, and he's still wanting an explanation here. But so he wasn't fussing at his team, but he was fussing at the officials once again. There is a flag. Of course, I don't know what happened. But it's just been they've been some unusual flags tonight, thrown late and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a flag down, but I haven't seen them. They're going to mark the Huskies back. Must have been unsportsmanlike on the Huskies.
Did the referee give a signal?
I think it was unsportsmanlike.
Okay, he just did. Yeah, unsportsmanlike, which, not good to see. I know a few of them kids. We might have had a few things to say there, which I don't condone it. And Coach Hampton probably will take care of that next week at practice.
So now the Huskies will kick off from the 25-yard line, which is going to give Avery great field position. If Peterson can gather himself enough to kick the football off. And it is high and short and fair call. They're going to take over in plus territory.
And I'm going to say something here, and the way they kicked the ball last year, they've done that a lot. And he may be tired, but I'm not quite sure if the last two kicks have not been by design.
They could be.
Because we're getting down the field, and basically on the last two, I think we've made them fair catch it. So they're not getting a return or anything. They are going to end up with good field position here. But let's just see, we got a minute 49 here still in the third quarter. So let's just see if this Husky defense can keep playing, because, they ain't give up the 7 points tonight. So
Avery looks to throw, and it looks like it's a busted play, and McCollum's just going to get rid of it. And he is getting up once again. This Husky defense is in the backfield.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, they've been in, and there we come again with Austin Poe on a blitz, and he come from the other side of the field. And, of course, we had Pursuit.
The other one's Gabe Baird.
Oh, yeah, we had Pursuit over here also, and got him out of the pocket, and it's hard to throw that ball on the run.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 48 with a minute 42 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies leading 43-7. Cullum takes the snap, turns around, hands it off, and the Huskies are in the backfield to make the tackle.
Is Zach Bear. He's been back there a lot and missed a few, but he didn't miss that one. So just another, like I say, and like we've said, he's had good penetration all night. Front four have had good penetration. Noah Vanoy, all of them's been back in there. Can't think of his name right now. Kilby's been in there. They've just had a real good night.
This will be 3rd and 14 for the Vikings. And now they motion. Cullum looks to throw. And he's going deep. And he's got a man and incomplete. Good job by Christopherson at the last second getting a hand in there.
I'm going to tell you what, that's pretty good coverage, but he had about a half a step on him. That's a well-thrown football, too. And Kai Christopherson, like you said, made a great play to get his hand in there at the last second.
They moved Christopherson to corner about halfway through the season last year, and it really shored up one side of the field.
It sure did, and so far tonight, Bowen Krause over here has played a great corner too, especially coming up and tackling.
Yeah. So Avery will be on to punt with 56 seconds to go here in the third. Poe back deep for the Huskies. And it's a low snap on the punt, and he fumbles it, and the Huskies are going to tackle him right there and have great field position.
Yes, they sure are, and I'm going to about bet Peterson might need a rest. He might bring LaCroix in here, but I'd keep handing that thing off.
Well, I see Peterson with his helmet, and he's walking back to the sideline.
The kid needs a break, and we may get to see a senior Dylan Hutchison's in the backfield here. Get to run the ball a little bit, which he's a great little runner too.
Hutch has such a low center of gravity. He's hard to bring down, and Hutch will get the football, and he's going to rumble for a couple yards.
Yep, and that's him. He's got good quick feet, and he's just going to run that ball up in there. They ain't a dang thing fancy about Mr. Hutchison, and like you said, he is not meaning anything bad. He's short to the ground, and they just ain't a whole lot of room there to hit anybody.
He's got tree trunk legs.
Yes, he does.
And second and 10, 18 seconds to go. Hudler looks to throw, and he rifles it to Shepard. Shepard's had a great game tonight at wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, the receivers have played well, sort of unusual. I'm sure, I don't know, though, it might be pretty balanced, but we've run the ball definitely a lot, and great little bit of high throw there right there, and Shepard with a great catch, and it's going to give us a chance for a 3rd down and 3.
So at the end of 3, the Huskies lead 43-7. We'll be back in the 4th quarter in the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week after the break.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
When it comes to insuring your home, business, automobiles, and property, you want an agency you can depend on. Miller Insurance has been serving this region for more than 60 years and are proud to now represent Everett Cash Mutual, which specializes in insuring farm property, equipment, livestock, and more. Before you renew your insurance policies, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or come see us in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to be your hometown insurance agency that supports our hometown teams.
Welcome back to the Sky Zone HD Game of the Week as we get ready for this 4th quarter. Huskies leading 43-7.
3-3-5-3. That is our new 50-50 winner.
They are at the 30-yard line, threatening to score once again. Hudler in the gun, looks to throw, and tries to have a back shoulder to Poe. Just couldn't get on the same page.
Yeah, Peters or Poe there probably should have stopped his route a little quicker on the back shoulder. I think that's what Luke's telling him right now. But just a misfire right there. Pretty good play. We got 4th and 3 here. Took a little shot right there. I think we may see Mr. Dylan Hutchinson get the ball right here and see if he can pick up 1st down.
And the pass is up to number 8, Kai Christopherson for the Husky 1st down. Keeps the sticks moving and the clock rolling here. 43-7 Husky lead.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. We just need to slow down and let that clock run, but that's a big pickup on 1st down. Good time by the line again, and Luke just hit the slant route to Christopherson. A good catch.
And Luke looks to throw once again. He steps up, trying to look downfield, and he's going to step out of bounds. Smart play by Hudler. He wanted to throw it.
He always keeps his eyes downfield, but and hopefully he learned from some things last year. But yes, like you said, that's a pretty smart play right there. Just didn't really have nothing. Didn't really need to force nothing. So he just got a yard there, got out of trouble, got a yard, and we lived to play another play.
2nd and 9 for Hudler. Hands off to Hutchinson, and he's still on his feet. He's going to get 3, maybe 4 yards.
Hutchins on that carry. He's brought down by number 12, Jesse Jones, which gained a few yards on the play.
Good little tough run by Mr. Dillon there.
So bring 3rd and 6.
Okay. Missed a play.
That is the incomplete.
Okay, yeah.
Hudler in the gun. Hands off up the middle to Hutchinson's, and he's going to be close to the 1st down.
Dylan Hutchins with that carry. That brings a nearly 1st down marker to be forced and about 2 yards to go now for Ashe County.
Good little run by Dylan there. Had a little crease and got up in there and got some positive yardage. So in its 4th and let's call it 2 yards, long 1, whatever. And then I'm sure we're just going to hand it off again right here, I would think.
And he's going to fight for it.
I believe he got it.
Will Hutchins carried the ball again, very close.
Going to dip in on the spot. And he was short, so it will be Avery football.
Yeah, he wasn't short by much, but hey, that's of course we want to score, but that's a good drive. We didn't turn the ball over, and we
wanted to eat the clock more than we wanted to score.
Yes, sir. And we got some time off the clock. It's 43-7, 10, 20 left. So good job. And the way this defense has played tonight is just a real good job.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14 for the Vikings. McCullum in the gun, and it looks like they've changed quarterbacks. And he passes up ahead to the 20-yard line. I don't think he was down.
These guys have really been quick on the whistle tonight.
There's number 15, Eli Hayes, on the reception.
That's a good individual effort by McCullum there. He had a guy wrapped all around him and finally got rid of the ball. So that's a good, 6-yard play there.
2nd and 4 for the Vikings. 9:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. And they roll McCullum out. He looks to throw, and he's got a lot of pressure, and he throws incomplete.
Really, about the only person over there it looked like to me, and that might be why he just threw it in the dirt, sort of, was LaCroix, Ashe player. So we had that covered pretty well. In just a few here, they're getting ready to run a play. After the play, I'm going to give you a few stats at the end of the third quarter.
3rd and 4 for the Vikings. And we have, looks like a false start.
They're going to try to figure this out again. At the end of the third quarter, this Husky team has 465 yards of total offense. Of course, we've got 289 rushing and 176 passing at the end of the third quarter. So that's a pretty good balance and just a real good job so far. Because 465 is pretty good totals for the end
those
of
are
the
Peterson's. Do you know?
Peterson has on 26 carries, he has 255 yards.
That is impressive. McCullum looks to throw. He's got pressure once again, and he's got to get rid of it. And incomplete. So bring up 4th down. This Ashe County defense has just played phenomenal.
Man, and they've been all over the field tonight. They're just really played well.
Let's bring up 4th down, 4th and 9. It's more like 4th and 7 or 8.
So got Poe back again, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's standing on about the 46-yard line. And looks like it's going to be a punt. He can return, and he's up to the 40, cuts back to the 35, runs over a guy, still on his feet. He gets up to about the 35-yard line. Or, excuse me, 25-yard line.
Yes, that's a good, 20-yard return right there to set us up in excellent field position again. And, we still might throw it some here, but I'm sure we're going to try to get some more time off this clock. And there again, that just shows you Poe's athleticism. That's a very good play by him.
Looks like LaCroix will be in the backfield.
He will find this one especially memorable.
Hudler takes snap, turns around, hands it to LaCroix. He gets up the field, going to pick up 2 or 3, and keeps that clock rolling.
Alex LaCroix on that carry. Good again.
Not much of a gain. Well, you got a couple of yards, but we can expect this. I think. This team's still pretty aggressive. You might see sneak a pass in here, but I think they'll just keep handing it off and try to get this time off the clock.
And hand it off once again. No, looks to pass. And he goes to the middle and tries to find Shepard, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, that was a pretty good little play action right there. Like I said, they took another shot. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. He had Branson there. Not to, a little off target, just didn't connect right there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a pass he'd like to have back. Third and 9 for the Huskies. Throw it out to Cold Iron, and he's going to get out to about the 16, 17-yard line. We'll bring up 4th down.
4th down situation coming up now for Ashe County. There's still about a yard to go to the first down marker.
Yard here for the first down. I look for LaCroix to get it. Of course, little quick, safe pass out here to the side to make this first down play, or this 4th down play, a little more manageable.
Got Hutchinson in as a fullback. And now he's going to look to throw. Throws for the end zone, and it is called touchdown Huskies. So Mark on a quick hitter there in 4th and short.
Yeah, and it looked like, I don't know, there really nobody saying it looked like Luke changed the play on that right there, but that's what he's been coached to do. So good pass, good catch, and hey, play the game.
And the extra point is good. So that brings the score to 50-7. We'll take another look at that touchdown pass from Luke Hudler on our KK Stitching Screen instant replay.
Okay, your Ashe County 4 drive summary. It was a nice 35-yard drive. Took 4 plays, and it ended in a 20-yard touchdown pass from Luke Hudler to Corbin Cold Iron, if I could talk, and Peterson added the extra point. So here at Ashe County Stadium with 7:42 left in the 4th quarter, your score is Ashe County 50, the Avery County Vikings 7.
And as Ashe County gets ready to kick this one off, as soon as they do, we'll take a look at some other area scores. The Watauga TC Roberson game has went final. Watauga wins 36-12.
Again, I'm going to say the score surprises me in that game. Not that Watauga won, but the score really does surprise me. And that was up at TC Roberson this year.
And they take it at about the 15. And he's still on his feet and finally taken down at about the 25-yard line. Elkin is up on Surrey Central 30-0.
Now that Elkin team's going to be good this year now. They got a lot of young kids. They're going to be pretty tough. I know of course, a lot of the coaches picked them to be one of the teams to beat this year, so them and Wilkes Central.
North Iredale score hasn't been updated since the first quarter. They were leading 6-0 over Wilkes Central. East Surrey is up on East Wilkes 31-0. Mount Airy is up 32-26 over Starmount, and North Wilkes is up 25-13 over Bishop McGinnis. And West Wilkes, big hit there. West Wilkes is up 22-15.
That was a rollout there, and Mr. Elliott brought it right there. Good tackle by Mr. Elliott. Good hard hit. And the big thing here is that clock's still running.
Yeah, there is now 6:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. Huskies leading 50-7. Low snap. And incomplete pass. Looks like the Vikings have brought in number 14, Troy Holloman in.
The Huskies are going to
Yeah, he come in earlier. He had to try just another screen there, and they've had a hard time connecting on them, and it looks like a few times that they've had blockers out in front and had it set up good.
Utilities for their 3-game meal.
.5:55 to go. Holloman looks to throw, gets it out quick, and tackle made on the far sideline.
Very short gain right there, maybe a yard. So it's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like Avery's going to bring out the punt time.
So Poe will trot back out to return the punt.
And this brings up a 4th down for the Vikings.
.5:23 to go. Oh, and a bad snap. And Ashe County's going to take over with excellent field position.
Yeah, they're going to take the ball over on the 15-yard line, and 5:05 running, and 42-point lead. It's a continuous clock now, so I think we'll just hand this thing off a few times here, and hopefully this clock will keep running, and we'll get out of here.
So this clock will run down pretty quick now, the continuous clock. Huskies leading 50-7 with 4:36 to go.
Oh, I'll get to it. I'll send him the stuff out. You should have, yeah, about 10 minutes after the game.
And hand off to number 40. That's Zach Weaver.
There we go. We got some. Zach's actually a sophomore. No, I'm sorry. He is a junior. So Zach Weaver's getting a couple carries in there. That's good to see. We're getting some clean uniforms out there and getting some kids some playing time. So that's good to see.
Hudler in the gun once again.
Well, we got a little time. Well, we'll watch the play. I'm sorry.
Letting the play clock run down. He's down to 8 seconds. And hand off to Weaver up the middle, and tough sledding there for him.
Yeah, while we sort of got a minute here, and of course I sort of botched it up in the first half, so I wrote them down at halftime. Let's give this offensive line some credit tonight, and that would be Mr. Big Tyler Harmon, Jesse Kemp, Colby Baldwin, and Hunter Knight have just done an excellent job out here tonight protecting the passer and opening up holes for Mr. Peters. So it's just kudos to them guys tonight. And I'm sorry, Jacob Pruitt is the other senior up there. Of course, like we said, there's 4 seniors and 1 junior, and they've done an excellent job tonight. There's Hutch again on the run up the middle. He gets maybe a yard or 2.
The clock's down to 2:50. It'll be 4th and 9.
Now we're getting some, of course, getting Mr. Big Harmon out, one of them linemen, getting some Mr. Poe out, getting some people out right here. So and just trying to get this clock ran out. It's what we're really trying to do right here, right now. It's 4th and about 9. I'm sure Mr. Dillon here is going to get the ball. And, of course, Avery will probably get it back unless Mr. Hutchinson gets first down. And he, well, it's a good little about 8-yard run, but he needed about 9. So we're going to turn the ball over on downs here. But the big thing here is we got 2 minutes left in the game with a running clock. And the Ashe County Huskies, for the first time, and I'm going to say 4 years, are going to start the year off. I may be wrong. It may be 3 years. Are going to start the year off with a win.
I think the last time they started off with a win was not last year, but the year before against North Surrey.
You're right. So it hadn't been quite that many years, but it's still. I know these kids are going to feel good about it, and they should. And it's just a good win for this team tonight.
So with about a minute 30 to go, we'll talk about our Dr. Pepper player of the game, and tonight's pretty easy. Sometimes we struggle with this, Mark, but Timothy Peterson tonight, who ran for well over 200 yards in a sophomore debut. 255 yards.
Yeah, of course, and he didn't play the fourth quarter, guys. Mr. Peterson, at the end of the third quarter, he finished the game on 26 carries, 255 yards, 4 touchdowns, and missed maybe 1 extra point. So it's pretty much a no-brainer, but I am going to say this again. Mr. Peterson needs to take that offensive line out and buy him some lunch or something, because they done an excellent job, so you got to give them guys some credit. But, yeah, we're going to go with Peterson tonight on the player of the game.
So we do have a timeout on the field with 1:12 to go.
And I'm going to say this, too, because we've both been around the program. This defense has been much aligned the last couple of years. And if you want to go Co, let's go Co. They played a well of a game tonight. It's just been a good overall team effort.
Yeah, the only touchdown they gave up was on the short field after the turnover early in the first quarter. So 58 seconds to go. And rush around the right side. 48 seconds to go. Good job by Witherspoon in on the tackle. This may be the last play of the game.
I think so. Well, they might hand it off one more time, but it's, and I tell you, just a great effort by the Husky team tonight, and just a big, huge first win.
And the defense still playing hard. They're in on the tackle for a loss. 15 seconds to go. I don't know if they'll get off another snap or not.
I don't even think. They're not even going to attempt to snap it. Both teams are going to midfield here, and I'm going to say it one more time. Just a very good win for the Huskies here tonight.
The final score 57, Ashe County. And we'll see y'all back here in a few weeks for our next home game here at Husky.